Hello, I'm back to play more Final Fantasy. Last time we beat Final Fantasy 4, we put a good like 12 hours basically in it, and now we're moving on to Final Fantasy 5. So we're counting up. Pretty simple. But yeah, so before I get started, just gonna set up all the stuff. Won't take too long. Okay, so this Final Fantasy game is a little bit longer than all of the previous ones. Off stream, I actually took time to like go back to the other Final Fantasy games, the ones I beat recently, and kind of set up my saves and stuff. I like having the quick save on like in front of the last boss and stuff. But sometimes I go back and play them just for fun, just kind of like a trip down memory lane or something. Gonna be doing the same thing as last time. Gonna have a treasure guide available. This game has a lot more stuff you can do. There's blue magic, blue mages in, so you can like collect those spells. But realistically, I'm not gonna do that. I already have a first playthrough where I kind of did everything I needed to do and have like a bit of like a master save. The thing about those is like the difference between these playthroughs and those is basically those I go for the bestiary requirements and then like pretty much every little thing required for achievements I would do. So in this case, if this game requires me to get all the blue magic for achievement, that's time consuming in its own way. And then this also requires me to play all pianos, which I don't know. It doesn't matter to me if I play. You don't really get anything in game for playing all the pianos, from what I remember. But who knows? We could probably just do it if we come across a piano and just play it just cause. But to actually like go for it is not really in the cards for me. But yeah. So same things last time. We're just gonna have treasures, like a treasure guide. Treasure guide kind of doubles not just for getting all treasures, but also kind of gives me a bit of like the lay of the land, a bit of like a route. That's kind of why most of these playthroughs I'm basically not under leveled, but potentially under leveled, but like basically either under leveled or like at the bare minimum, like a optimal amount. I'm not really over leveled really. In the last game, Final Fantasy IV, we kind of hit a difficulty spike with the actual final boss, similar to Final Fantasy III, and I grinded a little bit in the final area. I did consider switching to other saves, but there was all sorts of reasons why I didn't want to do that. Felt like a cop out in a lot of ways, especially since the save file locations and then the levels of the saves themselves are like kind of overkill. So one was like level 99 and shit. So it's like we're going from a level 60 party to a level 99 party. For sure, I would like completely decimate the final boss. So I figured, I'll grind and train on that save file, the one for the stream, and then just try to use strategy and just organization and just know how and read up on the boss, just kind of figure out how it works to kind of get by that way, and it worked out. Ultimately, we did beat it. Uh, that game and Final Fantasy 3 have like a difficulty spike. They both have a difficulty spike right at the last boss, which is kind of weird, but it's all good. It's a real testament to the game's uh difficulty. I guess it's some would argue that that's like a poorly designed difficulty spike in a sense. But like for me, it's like it's accumulation of all the things you learned in the game. If you can't beat it, like I guess, um, you know, sorry, if you can't beat it, it's get good. I suppose it's not really these games aren't really like it's not really like a skill ceiling or a skill thing you're trying. Like it's not a skill issue per se. It's more just like know how, and it's a numbers game a lot of the times. Simply grinding a little bit kind of made things a bit more manageable, and then kind of coming in with a totally different strategy and even slowing down the battle speed and stuff because this guy would keep getting his turns in really quick, even though I'm menuing as fast as I reasonably can. He would get like on the fastest setting, he would probably get like 2 to 3 moves in, but on the slowest setting, even assuming the same speed for menuing, they would get in like one move. So it's like, yeah, that made a big difference. And then also just kind of understanding like the boss's AI and just kind of how it reacts to your team. That can come with experience, but then it can also come with just like observation and stuff like that. And then also if you just read up on information and stuff, just strategy and tactics and whatnot. And also I just beat these games a bunch of times, so uh, no sweat off my back, honestly. Very rarely do I come across a game where like it's actually no, I wouldn't say very rarely, but it's like truly hard if you have all of the like the all the puzzle pieces and you're still struggling because it's more of an execution thing, which is basically skill. These games aren't really like that. It's like if your party's prepared, you would pretty much have a generally much easier time. And then if you know how the boss is reacting to what you're doing, so using black magic makes it use flare, bio, whatever, uh, then it's just kind of like, oh, if you don't do it, then he doesn't really do it, and then you have less things to worry about. And then also focusing on since it's a five-man team sort of thing, it's like focusing on trying to keep at least 2 or 3 of them alive was also a good approach. I've seen so much stuff on the internet of like the many approaches to kind of optimizing that battle. Using berserk. Uh, Someone was saying like you steal an item which weakens the Big Bang attack or whatever. But yeah, anyways. So for Final Fantasy V is one on the longer side of things. I could see just based on his table of contents, it kind of goes off the screen. It's not that much longer. It's maybe gonna take me like um maybe 5 to 10 more hours, somewhere between there. And then maybe since I'm using a guide to kind of go point to point, and just like efficiently do that without any real power leveling every single step of the way, maybe I'll kind of hit a hitch where it's like I might have to power level at the end, or like I have to get by with strategy and like just proper strategy and tactics basically. But yeah, we'll see. Um, this game, Final Fantasy V, it has so many versions. Actually, no, not that many versions compared to like four. We never got it originally. It skipped over 5 and gave us 6. So we got Final Fantasy 6 named as Final Fantasy 3 on Super Nintendo. And then the first time we got Final Fantasy 5 was on PlayStation 1 in form of Final Fantasy Anthology, the collection that has Final Fantasy 5 and 6 put together. Um, that was my first time playing it, and I recall beating it. I still had, oh, I don't have any more, but I had the save on a PS1 memory card, and I had that memory card. And when I made it to PS3, when the PS3 generation was a thing, I actually used a memory card adapter that connects to the PS3, and then I copied that save onto the PS3. And then when I bought Final Fantasy V as a PS1 classic on PS3, the save worked. It was compatible and shit. And I'm like, okay, that's like pretty cool. And then basically, I don't think I beat it again there. I think I just kind of had to save on. It's like, oh, that's cool. I tried it out and whatever. And then on PS3, I ended up beating other Final Fantasies, maybe like 8. I beat 9 again. I beat 7 again. I beat 6. Did I beat 6? I think 6 on GBA. I don't think I beat. I think I played it, but I didn't beat it. 6 is kind of hard for me to remember. I know for sure I beat 6 on PlayStation 1 Classic. And then I'm not sure if I beat the Final Fantasy 6 Advance. I probably did, honestly. It's hard for me to remember, like, and then I'm also really not the type to kind of play a game, like, let's say halfway through and then leave the game incomplete. So if I do have memories of me making it, like, midway through the game, or, like, decently far enough, not, like, 1 hour in or some shit. Because 1 hour in, I could potentially not beat a game, because whatever reasons. But, Final Fantasy 6 and stuff, it's like I think I beat it PS1, uh Pixel Remaster, of course I already beat it. Yeah, but anyways, Final Fantasy 5 specifically, I know for a fact I beat it on PS1. It's my least beat one out of all of these old school Final Fantasies. I beat Final Fantasies 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I beat 1, 2, 4 the most. Then I beat 6 and 5 around the same amount, I think, and then 3 the least. But then if you count the 3D versions of 3, maybe that kind of like evens it out. But I only really ever played the 2D version of Final Fantasy 3 in form of the Pixel Remaster, so that easily would be the least I've played. But Final Fantasy 5, I definitely beat it on PS1 at least once. Probably just the once. And then like Pixel Remaster, I can confirm I beat that at least once I have a save. And then anything in between, the GBA version, I'm not 100% sure. And then the PS1 Classic, I'm not 100% sure. I think when I did the memory card transfer, I probably just said fuck it. I was just like whatever. But yeah. So Final Fantasy V is interesting because when we did get it, it was our first introduction to a job system in Final Fantasy. So look forward to that because we did play Final Fantasy 3, which also had a job system, but we didn't get it until the Pixel Remaster or the DS remake. And then this one we got on PS1. So this was most fans' first experience with a 3D job system. Shouldn't be that much longer, especially since I'm gonna be treasure guide or whatever. I'm gonna try to like minimize training. Okay. Whew. So we did a bit of changing for the controller. I reset it to default. So now B, it's gonna be kind of like PS1 controls where X is confirmed, circle is cancel. I had it reverse, and then the map and menus are gonna be the same. Triangle is gonna be the menu, square is gonna be the map. This game has the same quality of life stuff. Yeah, it's good. Overlay is correct. We're gonna move it to 16 by 9. Not move it, change it to 16 by 9. That way the map doesn't cut off. It's like a really minor thing, it doesn't matter. And then ultra wide settings for this game doesn't really add too much. Ultra wide is like good for maybe a shooting game where it's like you get the peripheral advantage. And then that at least has the HUD elements not stretched to the sides. It stays in a 16 by 9 aspect ratio anyways. For most of the games I've played at least. Okay, and then we gotta go in the game to 300 enemies. Jeez, 302 enemies. We gotta go into the game to change the sound settings. Whoa, look at that, 47 hours. Wow, it does seem a lot, much more longer. Okay, you can see there's a job system. And then we have quick save, auto save, file number 1. We're just gonna scroll down and start at 11, just like... Oh, never mind, not 11. Whoa, we don't have a lot of slots to work with. Okay, well, this is my most optimal playthrough, so... So, yeah, we're just gonna probably just start on slot 18. And then we have D-Way in some sense, but not really. I'm not really gonna be making boss saves and stuff. I probably already have it through all of these. See, I'm seeing Blue Mage a lot here. Is that Blue? I think that's Blue Mage. That's probably because I needed that either because of a good move or maybe because I was trying to get the skills and stuff. So maybe I had a designated Blue Mage. Who knows? I might not end up doing that. But yeah, this is Final Fantasy V, everyone. So we're gonna move on to this one. Keep making our way up through the series, and let's see how this plays out for me. So some of the older games, sorry, I just messed up. Sorry. Some of the older games, like, they're like pretty bare bones in a lot of ways. They're kind of like exoskeletons, I suppose. Oh, I want to try something with the audio. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. We're playing Final Fantasy V. So, oh yeah, that's so when I went back on my streams and checked the audio balancing, I think I can make the game audio a little bit louder. It's just, it's hard for me to tell because it gets really loud here for me, and then I end up kind of like, I can't really hear myself, so I might end up like compensating by speaking even louder. And as long as like it all balances well, and like I'm not screaming or some shit, it should be fine. But I just did a test right there. We'll do another test later. Okay. We shall start now. So this is Final Fantasy V. I'm not really sure how the game starts. Maybe it starts right away in a cutscene like the other one, or it tells me to do something. Oh no, it starts right away in a cutscene. Alright, cool. It's not like Final Fantasies 1 and 3, where it tells you to choose the names and stuff. These games are only just going to get more and more story-oriented. Eventually, it's going to get voice acting in Final Fantasy X. That way, I won't have to read out all the dialogue and stuff, and I could just let the scenes play out. And that's going to be pretty nice for me, because I don't mind reading the text out, but some of these games are going to have a lot of dialogue, so... Yeah, cool. This one has 2 super bosses. Even though the Pixel remasters made the games easier across the board sort of thing, it's not necessarily making those things trivial, but we'll see. Father! Do you really have to go? Under no circumstances are you to follow me, and whatever. But Father... Something is wrong with the wind. King Tycoon. I must go to the Wind Shrine to make certain nothing's happened to the crystal. Yes, I've noticed it as well, but to go alone is... Lena, don't worry, I'll be fine. Have faith. just flew off on a dragon. That was that cool. It's just switching to different scenes in different places. Some pirate ship. Oh, the wind just stopped. Paris. I've got to hurry. The wind stopped, father. Oop, crystals once again. Not every Final Fantasy has crystals, but yeah. What in the blazes? Final Fantasy VII doesn't have crystals. The music only just stays around this quality, if not better. We have some pretty iconic final boss music. Our main character right here, this buddy old pal, man's best friend is Chocobo. In the Final Fantasy universe, it might as well be. Ooh, a meteor. A pixelated meteor. Just like that, the game starts. Okay, so we have no name yet. He's a freelancer. Freelancer was a job that took the place of Onion Knight in the Final Fantasy 3D remake, so they probably got the naming from this. Okay, so we're just gonna save. There we go. And we're off. Oh yeah. Battle speed, we're gonna put it at very fast. Just to get through the animations pretty quick. Don't want the CRT look. The CRT look, the scan lines, it makes the game itself look blurry. Like, look at that shit. Like, that's pretty blurry for no fucking reason, when it can be, like, crystal clear 1440p pixels. Let me see how this works. I want to try to test the volume. Okay, so max volume, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. And you just drop it down to 50 is the next number. Okay, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, dropping it down to 25, which is what I did in the other games. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. I want the audio to be not too loud where it overpowers my thing, but when it's on max volume, I don't want it to still kind of be, like, low. I want to give people the option to fucking bang out, like, jam out and shit. I was, like, trying to watch the videos of the boss fights, like, the final boss music, and I was just like, you know, it's not, you could hear it and it's good, it's not as bad or anything, but, like, this could be louder, you know what I mean? This, as long as it's not so loud that I have to start yelling to compete with it. Okay, so cool thing is, all 3 audio volumes were kind of like, what's the word? I was gonna say legible, but that's too audible. It's audible. So we could have it blaring out, and like I think a good medium would be maybe this. Let me see. I don't know. Is this, see, right now with this volume, I can hear myself, but like kind of like barely in a way. It's like pretty loud here, but as long as like the game audio is not like overpowering my audio, my mic audio, because my mic is pretty much max with a bunch of filters on it, so noise suppression, a compressor, thingy-mabobber, I don't really know, expander, compressor, some shit like that. And the mic quality is obviously not the greatest, because both of my mics are not like high caliber mics. That's probably something I can invest in down the line, but yeah, this is the highest volume, and it picks up my mic in the yellow area on the volume level, and then the game audio doesn't bleed past. It kind of does bleed into the yellow, and then this is probably going to be like certain noises might drown me out, and we're just going to see if this is good enough. Let me see, because I want to make sure that I have the boss music loud enough. Let me hear what that sounds like. Let me see. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, so even when it's max, it's kind of audible. Alright, cool. So it's just a matter of what I want, I guess. When I play like shooting games and stuff, I don't even like having the audio that loud, so maybe I'll have it like maybe something like, or you know what? Maybe having the audio max isn't. I could probably just try it with max audio and see how it plays out. I could like barely hear myself right now. Like right now I'm like talking, I can't even hear myself talking. 100 is probably too loud. Maybe 50 is good. I also don't want it like. Here, let's try to get in max volume, see how that goes. It's more immersive because it's fucking blowing up in my ears. We could, you know, I might go back and like fight all the fucking bosses, the other Final Fantasies. But yeah, see what's going on here. Okay, we're gonna record and just see how it sounds. Boko, wait here, okay? Boko is the name of his chocobo. Chocobo? Boko? Run is circle, which is just like Final Fantasy 7 and all those ones, so it's creating some sort of muscle memory, I suppose. It doesn't really matter. I'm pretty used to learning new sets and new controls. Okay. I just did a recording there. I want to see how it sounds. Plus when I'm jamming out to the music. Hey, are you alright? Yes, I believe so. I give you my thanks. My name is Lena. And you are? Me? Oh, it's gonna give me a chance to name my character. Alright, cool. We're gonna go with the default name of Bartz. No real reason to change it, to be honest with you. It's not like an avatar character like Final Fantasy 1 and 4. That's usually when I would want to do it. Or if it's like a second playthrough, I might fuck it up and just like fuck around and shit. But since this is my first playthrough for the stream, I'm just gonna leave it default. Call me Bartz. Me and my chocobo. Wait, so he could be renamed, but Lena can't? Call me Bartz. Me and my chocobo just go wherever the trail leads us. Bartz. This rock suddenly fell from the sky. The impact must have knocked me out. Guess it's a meteorite. A meteorite. I wonder if it has a connection to the wind stopping. Again, I give you my thanks. I wish I could do something more to show my appreciation, but I must really go. I really must go. I like keep switching the words around. Whoa, hey, hold up a sec. Bartz, did you hear something? Huh? Oh. Oh, help me. Over there. Are you alright? Where am I? Oh, my aching head. Sakes alive. What's happened? Sakes alive. I don't remember. I can't remember anything. Looks like you hit your head pretty bad. Maybe you got amnesia. Oh, something came back to me. My name is Galuf. That's a start. Anything else? Nope, just the name. Other than that, my memory's completely blank. Got a bit of a retrograde amnesia, or whatever it's called. I'm very sorry, but you must excuse me. I have no time to waste. Where are you going? I must go to the Wind Shrine. The Wind Shrine. Now that you mention it, I'm pretty sure that's where I was headed. It's decided. I'm going with you. But I've got to get to that shrine. I feel it in my bones. You gotta take me with. Bartz, what about you? Sorry, I'm gonna bow out on this one. Good luck, though. Bartz, thank you again. Farewell. Godspeed and all that whatnot. Okay. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, cool. It's good to know. So, I just wanted to see how it would sound if I just recorded and just kind of naturally played the game on max volume and just kind of talked naturally, not for testing purposes. Sort of, I said like testing 1, 2, 3. My dialogue kind of, my voice kind of goes high and low, right? Because like certain words I might like mutter to myself. Some things I might read out a little bit quieter. I'm not always like blaring out max volume. And just now when I looked over that video, um, it it wasn't. It was kind of hard to hear me here and there or make out my words. I could make out what I was saying, but I think I could lower it to maybe 50. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with 50. I usually PC audio is like kind of um on the loud end, like the sliders kind of like not really the greatest. Pretty much for most games it's like this. Most of my shooting games I like lower to 25 just because I'd rather be on the lower side of things. And then if I'm playing like, let's say I'm playing like competitively, I'd probably increase it. But yeah. So in terms of like me, just my natural speaking voice volume, have it how it like fluctuates up and down and stuff. I'm gonna lower this to at least give it some breathing room. As opposed to 25. 25, it's on the lower side, where, like, for sure you can hear me, but the boss music and stuff could be, you know. We'll see. Forgot to have the guide up too. So my mic volume, I think what a compressor makes it so it doesn't go in the red. So if I yell like, ah, it like cuts off the top end. And then my regular speaking voice is like bleeding into the green and the yellow. And I mean, the way to fix that would be maybe move the mic closer to really get a, I don't know. I try to mess with the audio to kind of see what the best setting would be. And then game audio, I mean, I can increase game audio on OBS side of things like this. Like that. That'll increase it for y'all, but not for me. So we could try that, like, testing, 1, 2, 3. We could try having the audio loud for y'all, but not for me. And then, like, it realistically will compete with my voice. You probably can't even hear me. It's kind of hard because every game is different. Let's see. Oh, you can't hear me. Okay. I don't know, man. Oh. It's a bad test. This would be a better test because the game audio should be just the same volume as my voice, if not louder. Hard to say. Alright, testing, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna be trying to figure out this audio thing and at least give myself like a couple more minutes to figure this out. See how that sounds. Oh yeah, I straight up can't hear myself. Yeah, that's like totally fighting, no, like competing. Loud as fuck. It's like the game audio in game settings leaves a lot on the table, sort of thing. So like, I could pretty much max it out on my end, and it should be pretty good. But we'll see. But I think when I was on these settings right now, Yeah, as long as it's top end. This is like low green, like lower. But then if I put it here, I think 50 is a good balance. Hello, hello. 50 is probably a good. And then I could like adjust it on this end. Like this should probably be good. That's kind of confusing. Because, okay, so I would want first and foremost for it to be good volume for me. And honestly, this is good. Like, I don't care if it's that loud. But then this is kind of maybe too low. And then 50 is kind of, yeah. And then, here, let's try this. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Final Fantasy V sucks ass. It doesn't suck ass. But Final Fantasy IV is probably preferable for me because I like the cast. I don't know, it's not just because of the cast. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay. I need to kind of. I need to think of like a system. Like, my mic volume goes into yellow but not into red. It probably shouldn't be in green. And then the game volume itself shouldn't go into yellow because then yellow will compete with my. And then on one hand, it's the audio that y'all are hearing that I see on OBS, and then on the other hand, it's the audio I'm hearing in my headset, which could vary. It could be really, really high. You guys wouldn't really see the. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Oh. I think I know what I did. If it's the same, like the green bar, yellow bar, if it's the same, I think I wanted to catch my lows, but not have the game compete with my lows. So that's why I did the game lower volume overall compared to. So think I like this. Because... Whoa, okay. Yeah, that's not bad. I guess. It's hard to decide, man. I don't really know for sure what I'm gonna end up going with. I do know I want the game audio to be louder across the board. So, like, I want the game audio louder than the previous Final Fantasies I just did. Final Fantasies 1, 2, 3, and 4. I was looking back on the streams and I was just kind of like, you know what? These could be a little bit louder. But then, I'm not really sure how to resolve it on my end. Like this audio-wise is okay, is good. This is probably too low, which is what I was doing up until now. This is like a bit loud on my end of things. Maybe 75. 50 seems good. Well, we'll do 50. At the end of the day, you can at least hear them separate from each other, like, even in the other ones, so it's not like a fuck up per se, it's just me being, like, nitpicking and stuff. But, yeah, my audio volume I don't think I'm gonna change. I think I want it to be as loud as it can on the lower end, to catch my lower end, like when I mumble and shit to myself. Sometimes I say things in, like, a lower audio, I might, like, speak to myself, kind of, or, like, whatever. Or I might make, like, a noise, like a meow, like, meow. But yeah, instead, using a compressor to cut the top end is probably still makes the most sense, and then increasing the lower end of the game kind of close that gap. Yeah, this seems like what I'm gonna go with. Yeah, okay, cool. And so begins our journey. Final Fantasy V. Ow! Oko! Bad Chocobo. What are you doing stopping like that? Now don't you give me that look. Do I have the Chocobo sound? I don't know if I do. Oh yeah, I do. Here, look. Yeah, I know. The girl and the old man went off together. But with all the goblins around these parts, fine. I got it. Oh, good. Boko, come on. What? Oh, jumping these gaps like a pro. All right, Boko. Oh, they're down here. Oh, yep. Grab them. This Choboko can carry that many people? Like, holy... Bro, do you even lift? Okay, here. Let me see how that sounds. That's like me just kind of like naturally going about it. It's better than the other ones. Kind of close that gap a little bit more. Seems like the meteorite's impact caused a few landslides. The road's covered in rubble. I don't think you're going to be able to make it to Tula this way. But if I can't get to the Wind Shrine, then Wind Shrine, gotta hurry. The old guy's pretty dead set on getting there too. Alright, I'll go with you and personally see to it that you get there safely. Oh, really? Yeah, you know, my dad always wanted me to go out and travel the world. But it also feels like the wind is calling me. What a sweet talker. As if you don't just have the hots for the little lady. Don't kill me. What? You're awake? Don't sound surprised. This old dog is always ready for anything. Still, if the road's blocked, that makes things a slight more difficult. I won't give up. There must be a way to reach the Wind Shrine. Right, and we'll find it. Alright, let's ride. Huh. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. I don't remember there being a cave here. Probably opened up during one of those quakes. Bogo, I think this is gonna be a little too dangerous for chocobos. You stay here, okay? Okay, we are in our first dungeon. Oh, right, we finally get time magic. They basically, in the previous Final Fantasies, black magic was pretty much time magic as well, but they split them later on. So haste used to be a black magic, I think, or was it white magic? It should be black magic. And then now it's going to be its own section and its own thing. And then I think stuff like slow and... yeah, slow's the only other one I can think of right now, but yeah, those are going to be moving there. What's that spring? This is a recovery spring. Right, of course. Not like I didn't know that. Here, let me see something about my mic. Hello. Oh, compressor really does kind of... yeah, I don't know. Audio stuff is kind of complicated for me. As long as it's audible and like when I'm explaining shit, it's not like me competing with the game and shit. If it's competing, like if I'm like trying to explain something while the game's playing its music and shit, or a cutscene's playing, then that's technically bad. But also, if the game is too low, then you don't get to like really truly enjoy the music, I guess. So I'm just trying to make sure that that stuff is kind of covered for. And it's hard to say. Let me see how this is. Sorry if I'm interrupting so much by trying to figure that out. Yeah, whatever, we're going with it. We already played 3 other games with even lower audio, so. Ah, so that's how you get in. What, you press a switch and a fucking secret door open? Bum, ba bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 isn't that obvious? Okay. Wait. I opened a chest, yeah, it says 0. Is that a bug? I think that's a bug. Oh, it says in the guide right here. Oops. Look at that. That ship just now. How was it sailing with the wind so weak? So they looked out of a hole and it's supposed to see this, but they saw a ship? That makes no sense. Whatever. We don't question these things, okay? This is a pirate hideout, meaning that the ship we saw must have been a pirate ship. I wonder if they might give us a ride. I think the only ride they'd be interested in would be a key haul for all 3 of us. Yeah, you can't ask a favor from a pirate. That's why we'll just sneak on and steal the ship. Whoa, you're pretty gutsy for an old-timer. Well, cast off means start sailing, kid. I know that, but the wheel won't even budge. How do you work this thing? You try working anything and there'll be the devil to pay. Trying to steal my ship, are you? You've a lot of brass, or mayhap you're just lacking in brains. I'd wager it's the latter. Wait, I am Princess Lena of Tycoon. Please accept my apologies for attempting to commandeer your ship. What? She's a princess? So the girl's royalty. Sir, this is a formal request from the Kingdom of Tycoon. Please, allow us the use of your vessel. I must get to the Wind Shrine. My father is in danger. Oh ho, the Princess of Tycoon here on my ship? I'm sure we could fetch a tasty sum for this one. Hey, leave her alone, you degenerate, lecherous, piratey... pirate? I beg of you, please. That pendant. Toss a lot of them into the brig. Aye, aye, Captain. Well, this is a fine how do you do. What genius came up with the idea to steal a pirate ship anyway? Look at the mirror, Pops. Oh, my aching head. I can't remember a thing. And your amnesia also conveniently returns. Still, I can't believe you're really the Princess of Tycoon, Lena. Lena, you screamed it. I'm sorry, I didn't intend to keep it a secret. It's not that big a deal, but if you're the princess, why were you going to the Wind Shrine all alone? My father is there. He hadn't been gone long when the wind dropped to almost nothing. I just can't shake the feeling that something terrible is happening. I slipped out of the castle and headed for the shrine, but then that meteorite fell and you know the rest. Why does the Princess of Tycoon have the same pendant as I do? She said her father's at the Wind Shrine. Prepare to cast off, lads. Set a course for the Wind Shrine. But Captain, what about the landlubbers? Untie them. Untie him. Sometime today would be nice. But why? I reconsider your request. You can go back to the brig if you prefer. Full anchor. We sail for the Wind Shrine. Hey, something wrong with your ears today? I hope I don't have to repeat myself. Well, aye, Captain. Captain Crunch. But the wind has stopped. How can the ship move? Full of curiosity, aren't you, lass? Sildra, come up and say hello. Beautiful, isn't she? Sildra and I were raised together. We're close as siblings. All right, we're off. Okay, so what am I gonna do? Whoa. Man. Let me see something again. Okay. Interesting. So my mic volume, like, so what I like the way I'm trying to go about it is like I'm on watching my stream, and then on the top end when the volume is max and stuff, I do want it to be like loud. You know what I mean? But I also don't like my mic volume audio is good when it's like max, but I also want the gain to kind of be close to it, but then I don't want it to be too close. And then my low end sometimes can get washed out by the audio. Like what I currently have it set as, it's more likely to, like, but it seems like it's good so far. Compared to the previous games I just played, I think the audio closing the gap is probably for the best. It's hard to tell, and then everyone's kind of different too, right? So like other people might prefer to be one way or the other, but um it probably makes the most sense to have me louder than the game. That's one thing. And then it probably makes sense that my top end is at least cut off so I don't fucking blow people's eardrums. Like if I like, cause it caps off in the yellow, it doesn't go in the red with the compressor or whatever it's called. And then on the low end, that's another thing. I don't really know if I want the low end to kind of get muddied out. Sometimes I like mumble to myself, or like I start off high and then I kind of go low. So I was thinking if the game audio is too loud, it'll probably bleed into that. So I'm trying to think of like what a good balance would be, and so far it seems okay. I think. I think this is okay. I think this is better than how I had it before, at least. I don't know. Hold on. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Let me talk a little bit lower and see how that goes. Lower. Oh no, that's actually good. Never mind. I don't know. I'm just being nitpicky. Captain, shall I set sail to the wind shrine for ye? Oh. Okay, we got our whole party of these. Bart, Sledna, Galoof, and Barris. See how that goes. Hold on, get another recording. I'm trying to think of a system because that way when I go to different games, I don't have to worry so much per se about the in-game number. I just worry about the audio levels. So on one hand, I want to make sure the audio's loud enough for me, of course. And then I change my preference a lot depending on like how I feel and stuff. So as long as I change up and like higher or lower, and then I just make sure the audio levels on OBS are matching to like whatever the system is. So like maybe this one's top end of green, and then my mic volume is top end of green but bleeding into yellow a lot. That would probably make a lot of sense, but I don't know. I figured I'd want to like try to sort this out. Yeah, okay. I kind of hold on. Okay, I think I have it understanding. So it's gonna be on OBS. It's gonna be. 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 It's gonna be like this. Just keep it. Yeah. Okay. Probably this is. So it's like not high. My mic volume is something like it's like high green bleeding into yellow, like not bleeding into, but it goes into yellow depending, and like even the way I talk and like which direction I'm facing. And then the game volume has to be not on level with it. If it's on level with it, then my low end is gonna get cut out, I think. It has to be a little bit lower than that. And I think this is the right balance. And then the game volume is loud enough too, so. And then if I ever change the game volume louder, I'd have to lower it on OBS. Anyways. I'm just gonna end up overthinking that, to be honest. It's tough. I can't say for certain how I would want it. Top end is cut off. Low end is high green. Yeah, this seems okay. Seems okay. Seems okay. Albie, stop thinking about it. Just seems okay. Seems okay. Seems okay. Okay, hold on. Even my mic positioning could be probably better. Can I make it closer to my face without testing, 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 testing. I don't know. Can probably angle it lower, like that, and then this should be good. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I don't even know. It seems like it's high green, and then yeah, I think this is probably for the best. Let me see how this one sounds. Kind of hard to calibrate audio, to be honest with you. Let me see how the battle music sounds. I think my issue here isn't my volume, it's the game volume. Like, I want it to actually be like a bit louder. Like the battle music. Here, I'm gonna try to figure this out once and for all. Here. Just stay in here. Wait, it's on active battle? Oh, it wasn't active. It's just I wasn't in a target. Hold on. Okay, this is... Oh no, don't do that. Okay, so this should be higher. I think that's not too bad. Let me see how the game sounds. This is what the game would sound like on... Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. No, see, it's actually the game's moved up now. Okay, so move it down maybe -6, like this. -6, -6, -6, -6, -6. That actually is not that bad. But testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. -6 is the wave. No, I think I know what I'm doing. Okay. We're gonna do -9. Went from -12 to -9 decibels or whatever. Whoa. So it's like top end of green. I hope that's okay. I hope that's okay. Really, really hope that's okay, because it's hard to tell in the moment. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna be able to get it to like that kind of loudness. And then the problem is my low end is competing with it. So we're gonna go. We can try to leave it like this and see how this goes. I'm not really 100% sure if this is good though. It seems like it's just about competing with my low end for my voice. So if I go like a bit like mumbly, like quietly sort of thing to myself like this. Seemed okay. I don't know. It's kind of hard to figure that out, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it back. Is it bleeding into the yellow like some of the sound effects? Just the err on the side of caution. Or wait. There's like certain peaks in the game audio. Like music is one thing, and then the like stuff like that, like the attacks themselves are kind of loud. Seems like a good balance. Grog. Oh, they all just dipped. I think I'll stop in and have a drink as well. I think I at least managed to close the gap between my low audio and high audio, whatever, but my low audio and then the peaks of the game audio. Really want it to be like not on par, which I think that other setting was just now, but also kind of like, yeah, the compressor's still working and everything, so I don't really know. Why is it yellow at the bottom? I don't know audio, bro. I'm no audio expert. I just kind of try to calibrate it and make sense of it myself. But there's no way for me to get the game like in the yellow where it's like loud and like you can hear the music and shit without it competing with my own audio. And then if I uncap my shit so it's in the red, then it's too loud. But then it's kind of like, I don't know, man. I feel like people could just lower the audio on the other end if it's ever too loud, but audio calibration is something I can always try to optimize down the line. But maybe I could find some sort of guideline for it. Because I was looking back on my streams and I didn't really think the audio was... It's not that the audio's bad or anything. It's like I felt like the audio balancing of the volume itself could have been a little bit higher overall. Audio. Holy, I didn't want to read a whole ass guide, bro. Wait, this? Oh, it doesn't let me adjust that. I'm gonna bookmark this. I think I'm gonna look into this after. Yeah, this guy's saying people can always turn down their volume if it's too loud. So I'm trying to think how I would want to do it. Where I would want... Like, if you look at my streams for Final Fantasy IV, I was like looking at the fucking final boss and shit. It's like basically at max volume, it's kind of like medium volume, if you know what I mean. But my volume is like, my microphone volume is loud, but it's just that basically is and I'm like trying to, I was saying to myself, I'm like, yo, I want the final boss music and stuff like that, like really loud. I can kind of like listen to it and shit when I go back to it, but it's also kind of like I don't want it to compete with my audio, so I'm thinking, yo, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna end stream and I'm gonna try to figure this out off stream, because I don't want to keep playing and like recording all these games and then have the output be on the lower side of things or medium side of things. I'd rather try to figure that out once and for all, sort of thing, and then basically, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so for now, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to follow these guides right now. I don't really want to waste people's time either, kind of. Just sitting here idling and stuff. Okay, hold on. We'll be back for this game regardless. This game ain't going nowhere. Yeah. Sorry about that. A bit, we did 1.5 hours. We didn't make too much of a fucking dent in the streaming. But I was just thinking about it. Mainly because I was like watching the stream, seeing the final boss. And I'm like, you can hear the music. It's not like you can't. And it's good quality and all that. It's not the quality that's the problem. It's the volume leveling and balancing that was kind of like left a lot on the table. Left a lot for left a lot to be desired. So I was kind of like, fuck, bro. I kind of want to figure that out. So yeah, anyways, thanks for tuning into the stream and all that shit. I hope y'all enjoy these streams as much as I enjoy doing them. We're always trying to improve. We're always trying to optimize shit. I'm sure if those of you that actually watch my stuff and like kind of see the evolution, you'll know that I'm always trying to basically take things to like the next level, at least for me. And I'm kind of like just a one-man show, just one-man army type of thing, and just really trying to figure out everything. Like the 1440p stuff, like it's actually interesting because when the time comes and I get like a better rig, I'm gonna be able to dial that up. The internet speed and all that stuff is gonna, you know, be compatible and all that stuff. Work with it. It's gonna be able to handle it. But it's actually the audio side of things that I'm a bit more of a novice at. And like up until now, I've kind of just been going through whatever, winging it. But in the coming days, I could see myself streaming a lot and lots more. And I kind of want to optimize one more time for the audio to kind of get that settled once and for all, something that makes sense to me. And then this is like a guide here I have up on Reddit saying a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna try to read it, learn some stuff, and improve my stream. So sorry about that for the abrupt ending and not having gone too far in the game, but don't worry, we'll have more streams in the future, and I'll put more of a dent in this game, and it's only a matter of time, you know. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Peace out. Any day now. My outro takes time. Oh, there we go. Fucking interrupt me, stupid outro. Later. Peace out.